And in this trailer, we got face huggers, chest bursters, and the iconic acid spewing xenomorph. This is said to take a lot of inspiration from the first Aliens and the sequel, My Favorite Aliens. Comes out in theaters August 16th. What do you feel about the franchise? Let us know. Those of you fans of Game of Thrones and its spinoff House of Dragons are in for a treat. The previously thought canceled spinoff 10,000 Ships, which takes place a millennia before what happened in Game of Thrones, Song of Fire and Ice, all that stuff, is now been, by George R. R. Martin himself said, to be still in the works. Now, this takes place a whole millennia before what we saw in the original got. And it takes place in Nymeria and the Rodar people as they flee from some defeat, and it's supposed to be dope as shit. I don't know. I love the series. I love House of Dragons, which comes back this Sunday on Max, on HBO, whatever. How do you feel about the GOT stuff? I love it. What about you? Next up, we got a little bit of news about one of my favorite TV shows in the last few years and one of the best comics I've read in the last decades, The Boys. Its 3-episode premiere today. It came out at 3 a.m. Eastern Time today. So if this is coming out at noon, 3 a.m., came out 7 hours ago. Yeah? No? That'll be 10. 9 hours ago. Came out 9 hours ago. We're going to get a 3-episode premiere. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then every Thursday, we're going to get episodes after that. And sadly, they're saying next season's going to be the last season of The Boys. And we got a spinoff, Gen V. We don't know what's going to happen with that, with one of the actors tragically passing away in a motorcycle accident last month. Oh, I can't wait for this show. Can't wait to see where they're going. Homelander's an absolute psychopath. How do you feel about The Boys, guys? For those of you who can't wait for James Gunn's DCU movie cinematic, whatever the hell they're calling it, we're one step closer to seeing the first project to be held under that banner, Creature Commandos. So we don't have the exact date, but I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. December. Now, those of you that are unaware of what it is, it's kind of a mix of characters going on. We're going to have the Bride. We got Nina Mazursky, Dr. Phosphorus, Eric Frankenstein, G.I. Robot, and from Peacemaker, John Economist, whatever it is. Sean Gunn's going to have Weasel in it. We don't know about Amanda Waller, even though she's always expected to return. This is like G.I. Joe meets crazy classic monsters re-envisioned, and it's going to be animated. If you didn't know that, will be animated. Are you stoked about James Gunn taking over? Do you wish they would have continued the DCEU? You know, we got Superman on the works. We got all this stuff coming, but like we always say about in Feige we trust, now in Gunn we trust. And that's not a gun control thing. We have an update on the Booster Gold series, and let me tell you, this is kind of awesome. So the rumor mill is we have an idea who the creative team will be behind this. And who's that, you may be asking? Well, it's the Danny McBride-led Righteous Gemstones creative team. Now, anybody who's ever seen Righteous Gemstones or any of Danny McBride's stuff, Eastbound and Down was the other one. The teacher one, I forget what the hell. Oh, Vice Principals, that's what it's called. Dude, it's hysterical. Like, it's so goddamn funny. And those of you who don't know who Booster Gold is, well, first of all, you probably shouldn't be watching this. But Booster, dude, it's kind of a wild thing. He's a loser from the future who steals future technology to come back to the present day to become a superhero. So people will love him. He's basically like faking being a superhero so people in the past will love him. Putting Danny McBride at the helm of this for the creative, bro, take my money for my subscription. I already got it, but take more. Here, take it all. Here, make it rain on him. Booster Gold, I didn't realize I was going to be as excited about this because I was already pretty stoked. But now, probably going to be one of the best things, even probably better than Peacemaker, out of the DCU. So this last bit of news that I'm bringing this week, it's kind of a downer. But Netflix has announced that their upcoming Power Rangers Cinematic Universe / TV shows is currently put on hold. Now, it seems like it's a licensing thing and Netflix isn't going to be the run forward anymore. Now, the original massive thing that started when I was a kid started with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and ended last year. And they kind of planned a whole reboot with it. Now, Hasbro has said that they're still committed on getting this stuff done, but we don't know when. Like, next year we're supposed to get this whole kind of rebooted, different take on the Power Rangers, and we aren't getting that anymore. I personally didn't mind what they were kind of doing with that movie reboot, what now, like 8-10 years ago. They did have that 30th anniversary special last year, which was kind of cool. I kind of dug it a little bit. But the legacy's not going to go anywhere. You know we're going to get something at some point. How good it's going to be, that is what we don't know. So this is your boy Stones. Mondays, Todd and Joe Morning Show. Tuesdays, WrestleMania Radio. Boom! Wednesdays, Masterpiece Movie Theater. Thursdays, your boy here with the weekly Bugle. Fridays, we got Stepping Stones, and coming soon, our horror-centric podcast, The Not So Final Girls. This is your boy Stones, and you know what they say, kids. I'm out!